To show my appreciation for your support. Thank you, DJs. I came in the door, dripped in balance.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. And what if I told y'all that there's a quarterback and wide receiver duo that's about to take the league by storm this year, but no one is talking about them? Would you believe me? Well, guess what? My Tennessee Titans have a quarterback and wide receiver duo that's about to take the league by storm this upcoming season. Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley, 0+1. They are going to be one of the best quarterback and wide receiver duos in the league this season. And I know some of you are probably saying, well, Zay, it's too early to say that because this is only training camp and we still have yet to see these guys play in a regular season game. And that is true, but y'all, the way they are dominating in practice right now is absolutely insane. I mean, I have not been this fired up about a quarterback and wide receiver duo since the days of Steve McNair and Derek Mason, y'all. I mean, that's been a long time ago. Finally, we have yet another quarterback and wide receiver duo in Tennessee that we are really excited about, that we think has a chance to do some really special things together. And y'all, again, it might be a bit of an overreaction, but guess what? That's what we do as fans. We overreact to things. But when you see the way these two guys are connecting in practice, I mean, it's amazing to see because last year, remember, Will Levis and Calvin Ridley, they were really struggling in practice. I mean, Will Levis was not able to hit Calvin Ridley basically on any deep shots last year. So far this year, y'all, Calvin Ridley and Cam Ward, they've already connected on several deep shots. I mean, y'all saw that pass on Saturday, y'all, at Nissan Stadium. Cam Ward, he was scrambling to his right, and then he threw a very nice pass down the field to Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley took that thing to the house for a touchdown. Now, I know that probably would have been a sack in a real game, but still, just seeing that type of playmaking ability from your quarterback and from your best wide receiver, it's just that's what you want to see, y'all. I mean, you want to see your quarterback and your number one wide receiver on the same page with one another. That's what we've seen so far. And I think there are three reasons why Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley will be one of the top quarterback and wide receiver duos in the NFL this year, y'all. So let me give y'all these three reasons and we will get on up out of here. So the first reason, y'all, that I feel very confident in them being one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos is because Calvin Ridley is by far the best receiver on this team, and it's not close. No disrespect to any of the other receivers we have on the team, like, Van Jefferson, and obviously the young guys we have, like Bryce Oliver, Chimere DK, Alec Iomanner, and Xavier Restrepo. But let's be honest, y'all, Calvin Ridley is, much more talented than all those guys. And because of that, he is undoubtedly the number one wide receiver on this team. He's the alpha dog. And I think that's the big difference from last year to this year, because last year, remember, when we signed Calvin Ridley, we still had DeAndre Hopkins on the team. And there were some people that were questioning who's the number one wide receiver. Was it Calvin Ridley or was it D-Hop? But this year, since D-Hop is gone, y'all, there's no question. Calvin Ridley is the number one wide receiver on this team. And because of that, he is going to be Cam Ward's favorite target. You already see in practice, I mean, he is getting a lot of targets from Cam Ward, I should say, because Cam Ward trusts him and he's his favorite target already. So I think that's great to see, y'all. The second reason I think this duo is going to be elite is because of their chemistry. And y'all, I'm going to be honest. Now, their chemistry, it does need to get better. But to me, it's already at a pretty good level because the fact that they've had so much success already just goes to show you that they've been putting in a lot of hours after practice, y'all, because that's what you got to do, right? You cannot just, make things happen in practice. You got to do things after practice. Put that time in, put that work in, and that's what they're doing. And it's definitely paying off, y'all. Last week when I attended the Titans open practice, Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley, they stayed on the practice field getting some extra reps. So they just continue to build their chemistry, man. And you hear the way they speak about each other. I mean, my goodness, these guys already really, love each other. They really care about each other. They've already formed a really tight friendship with one another, which again, y'all, that's what you want. I mean, you want your quarterback to be on one accord with his top receiver. Will Levis was not able to do that last year, and I should have saw that coming, y'all. I should have, been able to see that he and Calvin really going to have a lot of struggles because they were not on one accord. They did not have really good chemistry with one another. But this year, Cam Ward, he's come in. Him and Calvin Ridley, they've hit it off instantly. They've already formed a great friendship. Because of that, their chemistry is at a really good level. Again, they need to improve their chemistry because, there's sometimes, you see out there in practice that Cam Ward, he might overthrow Calvin Ridley or, he might underthrow him. But you can get that stuff cleaned up. But other than that, their chemistry is already at a pretty good level, y'all. And the third and final reason that I think Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley will be one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the NFL is because Cam Ward is the best quarterback Calvin Ridley has had since Matt Ryan. Y'all, that was back in 2020 when Calvin Ridley played with Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan was still a good quarterback in 2020, but let's be honest. He was not the same guy that he was, in 2015 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19. He just wasn't the same quarterback. Now, y'all, Calvin Ridley gets a guy in Cam Ward, who I think as a rookie is going to be one of the most dynamic playmaking quarterbacks in the league. A guy that has a cannon of an arm, that's an absolute gunslinger, that's going to throw the ball down the field, but is not going to be very reckless with the football. So I'm super excited to see what Calvin Ridley can do with Cam Ward. Now that he's playing with an ultra-talented quarterback. I mean, y'all, think about this. The last 2 seasons, Calvin Ridley has had back-to-back 1,000-plus yard seasons. His quarterbacks in 23 and 24 were Trevor Lawrence, Will Levis, and Mason Rudolph. And he put up those numbers with those guys. Now, no disrespect to those guys, y'all, but I definitely think Cam Ward is going to be better than those guys. And so now you pair Calvin Ridley with a legitimate starting quarterback, y'all. Not just a guy that's starting at quarterback because you have to have somebody out there. No, a guy that can play the position at a high level. And again, I know Cam Ward is going to be a rookie. So he's going to have some rookie struggles just like all rookie quarterbacks, just like all rookies in general. But I believe, y'all, that Cam Ward is going to have a really good rookie season, which if he does, that means that Calvin Ridley is going to reap the benefits of him having a good rookie season. That's why I think Calvin Ridley is going to have a career year, y'all. He's going to be better than he was in 2020. Because remember, in 2020, he was still sharing targets with Julio Jones. But as I mentioned earlier, y'all, we don't have a very good number 2 receiver on this team right now. Now, maybe some of these young guys, they will emerge and become, very good players for us. But at this present time, y'all, we don't have a very good wide receiver core. And because Calvin Ridley is so talented, he's going to have a phenomenal year. And now that he has a gunslinger back there at quarterback, my goodness, I'm telling you, this quarterback wide receiver duo that we have in Tennessee is going to be scary, y'all. It's going to be real scary. And the NFL better watch out. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying we're going to be the best quarterback wide receiver duo in the NFL. Because there's already teams, y'all, that have established quarterbacks and wide receivers on their team. Okay, so we have to get to that level. But I absolutely love what I'm seeing from practice from Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley. Now, right now, as a whole, offensively, we're struggling. So we have to get that cleaned up. But again, y'all, I'm just talking about Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley. And their connection has been great. I love what I'm seeing from these guys. I hope they continue to make plays in practice, y'all. And we're hoping that it carries over into games. Because that's what we need, okay? I'm ready to have a really explosive passing offense in Tennessee. Because we never had that, okay? It's time we get that again, y'all. And I think because of this quarterback and wide receiver duo that we have building here, we have a chance to have one of the better offenses in 2025, man. So there y'all have it. This was me discussing why I think we have a budgeting superstar quarterback wide receiver duo here in Nashville, Tennessee, man. Remember, y'all, last good message. What? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.